Hi there, and welcome to the Cult of Cinema. And hopefully, we'll get some people in here tonight because I hauled all my stuff downstairs right here to the movie library for you guys right here. We are going to look at the latest Vinegar Syndrome stuff that I got. We are also going to be looking at and talking about the Mondo Macabro announcements and other announcements as well. So that should be a ton of fun. And it'll be what it is. It'll be cool, hopefully. I just got myself some tea. I do find it a little bit different down there. Hey there, William. Hey there, Josephine. Hey, happy birthday, Josephine. Hopefully you're having a fantastic birthday. Hey there, Griff, man. Welcome. I want to thank everybody, and I want to thank Griff there especially because I know you were there for my video that I did. Like I was a guest on Mid-Level Media's channel. And if you're not subscribed to Mid-Level Media, you really should be. Definitely, like he just reached 4,000. Hey there, George. Ken's a really nice guy. One of these days, hopefully, I'll get to 4,000. It's weird. I've got one of those channels that people they kind of love it and hate it, and they go back and forth on it. So we'll see. Hey there, Ice. I would sing to you, Josephine, but I cannot carry a tune. Everybody. Even I could. My voice cracked, and I couldn't anymore. Hey there, Richard. So I got my Vinegar Syndrome pack. We got the Vinegar Syndrome titles coming up actually really soon for, hey there, Jordan, for like the month. Hey there, Video Drum. Not today. For the month of August. What we know so far, I'll just bring it up right now, is we know that, all right, let's see, we got there. This is the wrong one. Okay, so I got to get this right. So we got 4 Vinegar Syndrome releases coming up for the month of August. Hey there, Matt. Hey there, Indy. It's been a while, man. I see you on other people's streams, but I never catch you on mine anymore. So it's good to have you back. We got Tough Guys Don't Dance, Girls School Screamers. I'm actually really excited about that. A 4K release and 1 box set. And we know what that box set's going to be. So you guys know I am absolutely zero excitement in the box set that's coming up because it is Cardona. Disconnected. Welcome, man. Me and Disconnected, we're going to do something in the near future. We're working on something, actually. Mondo released Nightmare City? Did they really? I thought Rare released Nightmare City. I haven't seen Mondo's release of Nightmare City, unless it's a really old one. Girls School Screamers. Videodrome is coming for the month of August. I'll be right back. I have to sneeze, and I don't do that on camera. I got a bit of a cold. I was actually supposed to be filming with Robert today on his channel, basically talking about another film noir. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. Lamp is fun. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Raro, man. You get a Cardona set, and you get a Cardona set, and you get a Cardona set. So some people are apparently very excited about the Cardona stuff. I'm not one of them because I'll be honest with you, there is no pleasure for me in watching a bad movie with animals getting killed. And an overly long bad movie. You can do a lot in movies, and that I'll actually dig. You can be exciting. You can be gory. You can titillate me, but don't kill animals, and don't make movies boring. Cardona's movies are overly long, and they're pretty boring, actually. I was going to do a review. I'm still probably going to do one, but right now, to be honest with you, Master Chaos, we always don't agree on stuff when it comes to movies and stuff, but I do respect his opinion. His opinion is pretty much exactly what mine is when it comes to the Cardona set. Did they decrease the amount of the Cardona set? No, because some people are saying they like them. It's killing me, man. Yeah, the lamp was released. It's a different version of Videodrome, but there was a version of the lamp released called The Outing. from Scream Factory, both as a DVD and a Blu-ray. Hey, welcome, Mr. Tony. Thank you. I'm digging the new haircut, especially after the length of time that I've had like long hair, and it did not look the greatest. I looked like I'm sure most of you guys won't know this. I was sporting the Kim Mitchell look. So if you know who Kim Mitchell is, kudos on the fact that I have little hair, so it should always be short. With red tracks, I mean, it bothers me, Andy. I'll be honest with you, that it bothers me that they've gone all in, like with 3 sets and 3 coming out this year. Like any other time, man, like I wasn't a subscriber. I wasn't paying for the Corona sets before. There's a difference. There's a different thing when you're paying for them, man. Disconnected. I am of the patio lanterns generation, so you know what I am. Patio lanterns. Matt just mentioned it. That is awesomely cool, by the way. I remember. Actually, my mom. I think it was my mom. Actually, was had drinks with Kim Mitchell when he was in town one time. Oh my! You have no idea. Like Mr. Tony, man, me and my better half went and got a haircut at the same time. Like it was initially just me getting my haircut. She was going to do the eyebrows thing, the girls do. I actually got my eyebrows done too. There you go. Can't get getting old man eyebrows when you're only 50, so you got to work on that, guys. But yeah, I think I actually got the old DVD version. I'll show you what I got here. Actually, first I'll show you the one I got that's not Vinegar Syndrome, because we're going to go into the Mondo stuff. Don't worry, we got stuff to talk about. I did, Andy. I'm a halfway subscriber right now. I'm hoping, if things go okay, to be in Morocco next year. So this was my last ditch chance, Andy, to get a subscription. If I didn't get it now, if I didn't go for the halfway subscription, I probably wouldn't be able to do it again, because they're not going to ship Vinegar Syndrome stuff to Morocco. It's not going to get past the censor for one. Hey, mid-level, welcome, man. Yeah, thank you so much for having me on, by the way. Oh, Hell Knight, man. Hell Knight is fantastic, George. Such a good one. Hey, before welcome, dude. Well, I was a guest on a very cool channel. Mid-level Media does some great stuff. I'm going to have him on my channel actually in the near future too. So we just got to find something to chat about, but I'm sure we can easily do that. I am like, I know all about the baldness, man. All about the baldness. All right. Oh, Hell Knight is coming out from 101 Film. It was coming out from 101 Films. Actually, it's out now, and it's got one of their black label releases, so it's one of those hard boxes. Yo, Franco, welcome, man. So the first one I picked up, this is my very first Utopia release, by the way, is Shiva Baby. And I did not pick it up because the girl is super cute. Anyway, it actually turned out is an excellent film. This is a really good film. Definitely a kind of a star turn for this actress. She's a stand-up comedian. Not quite sure how much acting she did before this, but she's really, really good in this film. And if you've never seen it, I definitely recommend it. I'm going to do something that a lot of people forget to do when they show this movie. So here's the inside of it. And basically this is, shaving cream. She's actually not wearing anything there. She's kind of nude. And on the inside of this is a poster. I watched a few videos on this, and people don't normally show the posters, but I'm gonna. So here it is right here. And right here. I am going to be crating them before into a crate and shipping them across on a boat. So it's going to take about a month to get my stuff over to Morocco to me, but I'll be taking my big stuff like my Vinegar Syndromes, my Scream Factories, my Criterion. My Criterion's already over there. My Arrow videos. I'm probably going to be starting to bring those over. Like every time I better have takes a trip, taking some over. But fantastic release, like great interview on there. Kind of the Zoom interview. Hey, Dance, what's up, man? It's really good. I kept like watching videos, like just hoping somebody would show the poster, but they just show the film. So I'm like, when I get the poster, I'll finally see it. And great film. I watched it twice, actually. I haven't watched the other ones yet, but I've watched Siva Baby twice. So I'll be doing a review of it down the road when I do like my other stuff. When I get some more partner label stuff in, I'll do like a reviewed and ranked for the partner label stuff. So first up is Killer's Delight. I love this slipcover, by the way. Yeah, Jay, you know what that box is going to be, man. I'm not excited about the box set. So this is Killer's Delight. Love the kind of the pencil work on this. And the back. Now, what's really neat about Killer's Delight, it actually has some very cool interior artwork. So very cool, very trippy stuff. Love this art. Look at this, man. Look how cool and trippy and whacked out this is. Shiva Indie is done by Utopia. Actually, what's really cool is the second that I at Instagram and tweeted out that I bought Shiva Baby, like Utopia like retweeted me right away. I am moving to Morocco. My better half was born in Casablanca, and around 3 years ago, her uncle bought us for Christmas a condo over in Morocco, and so over there I will be able to, one, teach film, and two, I'll be running a B&B, as well as running my podcast, which I'm going to be starting actually very soon. But this has more artwork. Let me show you. So this is one of those ones with 3. So it also has this kind of cool, trippy artwork as well, which I really dig. The Sport Killer. But this is so cool. Like Killer's Delight has such cool, trippy artwork. It's cool, and it was a really cool film. And I'll be honest, like the trailer, before the trailer got me, I thought, oh, well, there's a really cute girl. But then I watched the trailer, like this is actually something that I think I like. Next up is the lamp. So lamp again comes in one of the cool, like really cool, like slipcase. This is otherwise known as the Outing, very Ted Bundy-esque. Make a wish if you dare. And it does have the alternate artwork of the Outing right here, which I do kind of dig. Now, don't think that this is the exact same movie that you're going to get if you've already got Scream Factory. Don't like this is a different version of the film, so it is not the Scream Factory version of the Outing. Though I think it's probably on here. Here's the Lights, Jello-esque. That's going to come in handy with the other stuff I'm going to talk about. Okay, now we got the regional horror film, and this is where it gets kind of cool. So this one, they've gone with a very different. Actually, I think that rumor's BS. By the way, the Halloween Kills one, but streaming on Netflix, that's so not going to happen. But I saw it just before I did this actually. So what's neat about this one here, and is that this one is very much a very kind of slick on here. This is very kind of a glossy slickness to it. You see that? And then it goes to the regular right there. So this is through the fire. I love the alternate artwork, by the way. The Gates of Hell 2, Dead Awakening. But looking forward to checking all these out, by the way. Because these should be fun. These should be a ton of fun. So today, you're tired of Code Red getting certain releases? Yeah, I can feel you, man. I dig that. So you're not alone on that one. Every time I don't want to disparage. I'm not saying anything like wrong Code Red or anything like that. But I will be honest. Anytime that I hear a release is coming out, hey there, Mike, welcome, man. And I hear that's coming from Code Red, and not like Vinegar Syndrome or Severin, I get so disappointed, especially with something I really like. You didn't like Set Through the Fire? Andy, I haven't got a chance to watch yet. I'll let you know what I think, though. The killer part of it, that ice, it's still code red, so we're limited on its on features, on like subtitles, all that type of stuff. But I am looking forward to checking those out. Now let's go into what Mondo Macabro has announced. If you're a part of my Patreon group, and if you are, thank you so much. You're keeping this channel floating, so I really appreciate you. Appreciate all you guys. All you guys are amazing. But we talked. We did 2 College Yellow videos so far, and on the very first College Yellow video, one of the movies that was announced by Mondo Macabro was on my list of Jallos to check out. They do. I mean, like, and they're always like, we can't do subtitles, but we got color correction. Oh, fantastic. But what the hell? Don't give me those like really crappy dubs all the time, man. So let us dive right into to the Vinegar Syndrome announcements. So I'm about to show Vinegar Syndrome stuff. So if anybody wants to donate to my channel, because this video is going to get friggin' demonetized, feel free to do so with the donation link down below. Okay, let's go into this. All right, I'm just going to put this on the screen here totally so that I can see your messages. And you don't have to see my face on here, because who needs that, right? I was watching some Omnibus videos earlier on today. So let's look at the stuff. Let's dive into some Mondo Macabro. So right here, we've got Designated Victim. So for those that don't know, this is an Italian version of Strangers on a Train. So if you like Strangers on a Train, you're probably going to dig Designated Victim as well. It's a cool little film. I actually really like it. I have the Shameless DVD. I'm actually kind of excited to upgrade this one to Blu-ray. So this will be a fun one. And I know there's features listed here as well. I know Rachel's working on this one. New 4K restoration, original extended cuts, lots of extras. Do they announce the extras on here? Do I have to go? Tell me I don't have to go over to like freaking like Facebook. I hate when I got to go to Facebook, go to read the announcements. Thank you, Andy, man. Appreciate it. The August set J is unfortunately going to be Cardona. We won't get any homegrown horror anymore until next year, when I don't have a subscription anymore, by the way. That's always the case, man. So next up is David Hemmings. This is a weird film. It's been a long time since I've seen this movie. It's Nothing Mama, Just a Game. So David Hemmings, of course, from Deep Red, and of course, Blow Up, or otherwise known as Beyond Erotica. Now, this film, if I remember it correctly, has him like kind of hunting after girls in like, I'm not sure if they're wearing like bunny suits or rabbit suits or dog suits. It's strange. Anyway, it's a unique. It is very much. It is very much a very, very. It's a Mondo Macabro type release. We'll go with that. But I actually really want this one because the long-haired girl in this one here is the same girl that was in Daughters of Darkness. So if you like Daughters of Darkness, you know the girl with the short bob cut. Then I definitely recommend you if you like her, I think her name is Andrea Rao or Cal, whatever, Andrea, something like that, Tao. Anyway, so she's in that. And the third and strangest release, so let's get to it. This is a weird one, guys. It's a Spanish film. I probably still like it over over a Cardona set. Yeah, I would actually. I really would. So there is The Human Animals. Oh, better get off that. Human Animals. Very gorgeous artwork. The pre-orders for those are coming up on August the 12th. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Hey there, Couchatsi, man. Andrew Rao, thank you, man. Now, I guess a lot of us here are still waiting for our Severin releases, right? Because apparently, let me just go up here for a second. Apparently, Severin have to wait on Blood for Dracula and I think Retribution. Those are the two that they're waiting on. And I ordered both Blood for Dracula and Retribution, so I'm still waiting for mine. So Ricky, yeah, if you've ordered Blood for Dracula Retribution, apparently they're taking a little bit longer. But if you're like Couch and you just got the Marauders bundle or something like that, easy peasy. You're not going to be waiting. I'm trying to think what other announcements are up there that are coming out right now. You saw Hall with Retribution? Did you really? Because I heard Retribution was one that they're waiting on. So if it's not Retribution, then it's Blood for Dracula and that other Beyond the Darkness film, whatever the heck it was called. Have a great evening there, Matt. First watch is The Great Silence. Very fantastic film. I don't go. I used to go on Reddit, Ricky, but I was on Reddit a while back, and I was depressed because I went on there and there was like a Vinegar Syndrome one, and they did not have too many nice things to say about my channel, so I went off there. Oh, I love FOP actually. Anytime that I get into London, I definitely go to FOP in Covent Gardens. That's my favorite FOP. So I'm very excited to get back to London again. So please, can we get like back to like normal? Please, can we please get back to normal so I can move and just get everything straightened away? I'm actually saving up now for those that have not seen my Cult of Comic video that I made the other night. I'm very proud of it. Please check it out. I worked really, really hard on it, and I want to be able to do more of them. FOP is a store. It was originally its own store, indie, but it was bought up by HMV, so it's now an offshoot of HMV. So if you like getting like a lot of like 88 Films releases or Arrow or a lot of stuff like that, or Shameless releases, FOP has really great sales. They have like these. When I was in London, they had like Shameless releases for like £3, that type of thing. So like really, really great sales. And they had like 2 for 1, like 88 Films releases. With 2 P's. It's different. Dude, it's with 2 P's. FOP is a chain, a video store chain. It did start in Scotland, I think. I think you're right, actually. Go to FOP in Glasgow. Nice. I have never been to Glasgow. I would love to go to that area. I have been as far as London. But I have not yet got... Are the new Vinegar Syndrome titles worth it? I have not got to watch it. This one here, and this here, Utopia, this is really worth. This is a really good title. I am going to watch these here this week. And I have some, I will show you guys, like, not right now, because it'll be for another video, but I got some stuff from Mill Creek that I'm actually very excited to watch. So, I've heard a lot of good things about Killer's Delight. I've heard a lot of good things about The Lamp. I've heard mixed on Through the Fire. So I will let you know when I find out. Now, does everybody have this, by the way? Because I mentioned it on the channel the other day. So here is my Vinegar Syndrome app. See, there's a countdown. I'm excited for The Last Duel starring Matt Damon. Actually, I saw a trailer for that one. Was it last night? When was this today? I saw my first trailer for it today. It looks really good, actually. I haven't got Deadlock was too expensive right now, unfortunately. I do want to pick it up. The Last Duel is new, yeah. Oh yeah, Indy, yeah. Oh, Vinegar Syndrome doesn't have a streaming service. They used to though, and then back in the day, Vinegar Syndrome had a streaming service. It was called Exploitation TV. But that's basically that's an app. So they're gonna have like special deals and stuff, and I think sales and special prices on that app. So you'll be able to like look at your collection through there. You'll be able to like order stuff through there. So recommend like downloading the app. But yeah, Vinegar Syndrome like only did the streaming service a while back. Actually, it was pretty cool. We haven't missed an all slips video, so there's still a lot of slips. There's slips coming out every month. I had to grab the Vinegar Syndrome app, man. Warlock, you know me. This is this is what I chat about. Vinegar Syndrome, Severin, Umbrella, Mill Creek, Arrow video, Zola and the Russian Bride. The last thing that I watched, like, I watched Black Widow. I really like that. I watched the Master of the Universe, a 5-episode series, like that. I think that's what I watched most recently. Hey there, Matthew. Welcome, man. Hope all is well. Have I seen the film To Be 20? Is that an older one? If it is, I have. If it's one I'm thinking of, I have. But if it's a newer one, I probably haven't. You can, but I'm not getting so. And I'll tell you why, because I've seen it, Dennis. And the opening like gets like just like takes me out of it. The beheading of the cow, right? See. So if they've taken that out of it, maybe I'll pick it up. But if the beheading of the cow scene is still at the beginning of the film, I can't. The TV version of Dune is actually really good, and I recommend children Dune too. How did I like Masters of the Universe Revelations? Well, it's this is going to be William, but it should not be controversial, because liking or not liking something and having an opinion in fandom should never be something that's got to be controversial. So I am 50. The original Masters of the Universe started in 1983, so I am of the age to have grown up with every single iteration of Masters of the Universe and had the toys, I read the comics, and all that type of stuff. So I went in like very trepidatious because it's my jam. Now it's really good. I was very upset at the beginning of the series because of something that happens. But the writing in the series is really, really good. And that is what's key for me. I write that like I used to write. I still write now. Like don't do it like professionally anymore. But that's the one thing that can't be denied. A lot of people got hate for it. Like you can like it or not like it. It's okay. It's okay to not like something. It's okay to like something. It's not okay to hate on people because of that. Um, so basically, this is Master of the Universe. So this I don't want to like give too much away, but the it's called Masters of the Universe for a reason. It's not called He-Man. It's not He-Man in the Masters of the Universe. It's not the New Adventures of He-Man. It is Masters of the Universe. And basically, some people have problems because the character of Tila has a significant role in the series. Is she the main focus of the series always? Not really. Though people tend to think she is for some reason because she's in the series. But when it comes to like the heroic stuff, like who does it? Well, Adam does it. She would totally have that outburst, and that's one of the things that bother me, Griff. And I'll tell you why I should have that outburst, because she's at a point where she feels a great amount of grief and sorrow because she's lost somebody very important to her, and she has this. And when you lose somebody, and I understand this, is then you've got like your base that you want to fall back on. The people that you care about, and the people that care about you, the ones that you like, that you. But here's the thing. Not only has she lost somebody extremely important to her, but she's found out that she's actually lost two people that are extremely important to her, and all the people around her have been lying to her. So that makes complete sense. Like, her reaction makes complete sense. Not only does her reaction make complete sense, but for people that had thought, okay, this character is being overwritten or is over powerful, but you do. Why don't you? Why can't you? Like, you don't have an outburst because of that? No, that's not how it works. That is not how that is not how grief works. There is no set pattern to how you're going to grieve. And as somebody that's lost people over the years, and I have had different reactions all throughout, no, it makes total sense. It would have made no sense, and would have made our character overwritten and overpowered and and just too perfect if she had like the pat, like, good reaction, and then just left afterwards. No, it was a complete guttural reaction. Yeah, and it made, and that's why it made sense. It's the secret you think it is, Mr. Awesome. And it was well done. They did it extremely well. They made me care about Orko, and for those that don't know, Orko is a character in He-Man that people pretend now that they liked, but in actuality that nobody liked back in the day. He was much kind of like Snarf. Remember the Thundercats? So he's one of those annoying characters. But they write his character extremely well here, to the point that you care about the character, and you learn the kind of genesis behind his name. No, it's not a She-Ra series. And here's the thing: it's okay if you don't like it. It's okay if you disagree with me. That's fine. Like, Orko, they did a good job, like Griff. And the thing is, like, I think the second half, a lot of people are going to backpedal, because I think a lot of the stuff that people were concerned about this time, we're going to see more of in the next part of the series. And the thing is that, like, if you watch He-Man when you're growing up, like when you were a kid, like say the original series, there's one thing that we got to be honest about, and I'm going to say this right now, and I'm going to stick by it. He-Man was good, but She-Ra was better. And the reason that She-Ra was able to be a better series than He-Man is because the mistakes that they initially made when they were writing the original episodes of He-Man were fixed by the time they got to She-Ra, because they had it worked out. Ram-Man would be cool to see. You always like, or did you really always like Orko? Were you really young when you watched it then? Like, I was like a preteen when I saw it, so Orko was one of those annoying characters for me. Kind of like a Jar Jar Binks, right? He's like, nobody liked him. But She-Ra got a little bit better. I actually did like the movie. I actually did like the 90s iteration of He-Man, the New Adventures. A lot of people didn't like that. I thought it was pretty good. They shoot horses, don't they? It's been a long time since I've seen it, but I remember liking it back in the day, man. I haven't seen the new She-Ra show because I don't like that style of animation. So that's what's kept me away from it. That's the blunt, honest truth. Like, animation matters to me. That's why I haven't watched a lot of I watched some Teen Titans Go with my kids, and it's actually a pretty fun show, but I don't like that style of animation so much. Hey, Mr. Killer Podcast, welcome, dude. We're just talking about He-Man all of a sudden, but people asked me if I liked that. I did. Oh, not He-Man, Master of the Universe. A lot of people did prefer She-Ra. A lot of people won't say that, but they did. I think it's going to be good. I think that the second half of the series is going to have a lot of people eating their words. That's my thoughts. Evil-Lyn had a great arc in the series. And that's the thing. There are parts of the series, it's not a perfect show. Like not everything is like I can't say, well, this is amazing. Everything in Master of the Universe was totally completely well written. No, there were some errors. There are some mistakes that were made along the way, but overall, it told a good story and a good narrative. And the ending, as frustrated as I was, man, did they have me invested. I was like, oh my God, did they just do that? And I'm like, did they just do that? But when you think about it, like, you really get to see what a hero He-Man is. It's easy to see what a hero He-Man is when he's overpoweredly winning and he's just tossing like them around. But you get to see what a true hero does and what makes a true hero in He-Man. Because in Master of the Universe, because what he does and how it turns out, he's a hero. Like people are like, well, it's the Layla. It's not the Layla show, but so what? He-Man is the hero, and in this series, oh, the ending was shocking. So like, you prefer Bionic Woman to 6 Foot Down Man? Do you remember when? Oh God, I'm old school, and so do you remember when like Lee Majors sang the song, the Bionic Woman? Like I think it was called Jamie. Was this song that he sang when they were doing this like romantic montage? It was so bad, man. The 87 film, man. I used to love that. Man, Franklin Gella as Skeletor. Pretty cool, Mike. But here's the thing. Give the other second half a shot. It's okay if you didn't like it. It's okay if there's things that you didn't like. We don't have to totally agree. Just be respectful to everybody. It's fine. It's a show. If you dig it like me, that's fantastic. If it's not your jam, there's a CGI He-Man show coming out really soon. Actually, not an animated series, and it is called He-Man, and it will star He-Man. So there's stuff for everybody. I hate Best Buy. Target used to do this thing where you get like box sets or those Target exclusives and those big lenticular things, and they put this like kind of like, I guess, called spider tape. So they call it spider wrap around it with a big like thing in the middle, and it would like crush down on the box set, and it drove me up the wall. What's really neat, if you're a really big He-Man fan, though, or you're a big Master of the Universe fan, there's a lot of characters that were like offshoot characters and kind of like storylines from the mail away characters that are coming in. If you're a fan, it was meant for fans. It's definitely a show that was meant for fans. A lot of geek stuff in there. Who was Skella? Who was Skella God? Oh, who was Skeletor? Williams. Skeletor was in the TV series now, in the new one. It was played by Mark Hamill. Scareglow actually shows up in the Master of the Universe series. That's a bit of a deep dive for you guys, and he's voiced by Tony Todd, which is really good. The sad thing is that I was going to talk about this before you guys mentioned it on the channel, and I'll be blunt with you right here. I was nervous to talk about it because of all the hate that's online, and all the blowback that Heath got, or Cyril Midnight got on his channel. So I thought, maybe I shouldn't talk about it, because of that. And that is sad that we've reached a point in fandom where we got to be divided, where it can't be like, okay, I liked it, this person didn't like you didn't like it. I guess we must get in fisticuffs. It's okay. It's okay to have different opinions. Scareglow, yeah. Like, that's the thing. I think you're gonna find stuff that I do want that omnibus so bad. It's so nice looking. Tony Khan. Who's excited? Okay, quick wrestling thing. I promise I won't make this a wrestling stream, but this is the biggest news ever. Bryan Danielson and CM Punk, AEW, pretty much confirmed. Pretty stoked about it. Yeah, can you believe, Griff, that we got a He-Man cartoon with Scareglow in it? and that Tony Todd voiced them. What I think was really nice is that, and I'm not sure like if anybody like picked up on this, and I'm sure some of you guys that are hardcore fans did for sure. But the character Moss Man is voiced by the guy that voiced the original Skeletor, and I just thought that was such a sweet thing to do. Oh, it's still the same. Like that's still Mark Hamill. Well, I'm a geek. Like there's nerds are a different thing. Uh, Girl on the third floor is would his wife have been that one? I said that one, Sammy. Yeah, I was just joking. Me and Kubrick know each other pretty well. Is it where the rest became thing? Not really. I mean, I I had this conversation with my better half that yeah, we were talking about like so much like there was so much negativity going around. And I said maybe we need bullies. Like maybe we need bullies again because it seems like there's so much like entitlement and ownership. Like maybe bullies are needed again. Maybe bullies weren't so bad after all. Hey there, Cobra. Welcome, man. Uh, but yeah, like yeah, the guy he's Mossman Allen in the new series. I will definitely be doing Soundwave. Thank you for asking. I'm definitely doing more comic videos. I do collect comics as well. I collect omnibuses, and I am currently reading the Nick Spencer run of Spider-Man. So are films, Mike, but you watch them. uh, why do people think wrestling is fake is like a bad thing? Thank you, Video Drum. I actually appreciate that, man. Would you have any? See, I love the omnibus format. That's my favorite format. Like I'm going to be doing a video Soundwave talking about the different formats as well coming up soon. So I there's a treasury that I'm looking at buying specifically for that. I love the 2000 Masters of the Universe show actually. Alias reprint comes out soon. Is what's that? September, November? I kind of wish it was called. It's called Jessica Jones now, right? Uh, movies are fake. It's true. They are. The people that were bullied became the bullies warlock. That's the problem. And we should know better. To put it in another geeky way, for Doctor Who, things would go a lot better if at the end of the day, people would just be kind. That's it. No, nothing huge, nothing large, no huge thing that you have to do, no super going out of your way. Just be kind. That's all. Am I looking forward to the new announcement from Arrow? I actually am looking forward to it, George. Uh, I won't be doing a video, I don't think, on Friday unless there's a really big announcement. Well, I will be doing a video, but I do my Patreon video, my Call of Cinema video, Call of Jello video on Fridays. I was initially going to be on a Master Chaos's because he did a game show last month, and I don't know how, but I won it. Um, and I was supposed to go on to defend my title, but I have a Cult of Jello video that's being done at the exact same time. But I spoke to Jose about it as well, actually, and told him apologize that I couldn't be on there. But I'll be hopefully on again in the near future. Jose is gonna be like going off of YouTube for a little bit. He's got some stuff that he's doing behind the scenes, which he'll talk about later on himself. And I'm very excited for him, actually. Blue Underground and Kino are really Blue Underground, especially with their 4K. PVR. I've been meaning to watch that actually. What do you think of the Ghostbusters? I actually really liked it. I do. Well, my killer. I read. I grew up with like, I'm, I'm 50. I'm 50 this year. So when I was in college, the Gladstone comics came out, and Gladstone did like all these EC comics, the Tales from the Crypt, a lot of horror, stuff like that. And they'd be like double issues, so it'd be like 64-page issues, and there'd be like two comics, and you flip over. So I used to read a lot of that. I read a lot of EC stuff. I grew up with the House of Mystery, and the I Vampire series that he had there as well. I read House of Secrets, and I would go back and find the earlier issues as well, and of course stuff like Twilight Zone, Dr. Spectre. Mastercast is. I've been on Mastercast channel a few times. I didn't pick up the Conjuring comics. I was going to, but they were missing a couple issues at the store I was at. Gladstone's Disney. The Donald Duck ones were amazing, especially when it was Carl Barks era. Yeah, that's it, right? You got to get up to sometimes. Like some people wonder, like, do you hide the fact? Like, and I never hide the fact of my age. I'm obnoxious enough to not care. I did. I'm a huge Transformers fan. I got the complete Transformers and Beast Wars series over there. I used to read the Transformers or the G.I. Joe comics. Love those. I didn't read much of the IDW era, but I really should have actually. Give it a chance. You might like it better than you realize. When did a new Ghostbusters trailer come? Actually, a few days ago. Was it 2 or 3 days ago now? Because I was asked about it. I think I was asked about it like last night on the Middle of Media's channel. Was it yesterday or the day before? Oh, Soundwave. You are speaking my language. Roger Stern is my very favorite Spider-Man. That's one of my favorite comic authors. Roger Stern, Ry Thomas, man. Roger Stern's era of Spider-Man is my all-time favorite era of Spider-Man. It is so good. I need to get that omnibus. That's omnibus I want more than anything else like out there right now. It's one that I don't have, and I'm so nervous it's gonna sell it. It's gonna go to print before I get it. But I grew up with Roger Stern stuff. For those that don't know, I'm an epileptic. So when I was younger, I spent a lot of time in the hospital. I had seizures a lot when I was a kid, and I would go into the hospital a lot. And around the time that I was going into the hospital was around the time that the Hobgoblin thing happened, initial one in the Spider-Man comics. So I actually remember my pop like coming in with like a stack of comics to give me, well, because I had to spend like the week in the hospital, and I was getting like EEGs and EKGs done. I love the Hobgoblin story. I was actually a bit. I kind of wanted it to be Ned. I really did. I was a bit disappointed when Roger Stern went back and made it Roderick Kingsley because I knew that's where they were going, and I didn't want it to be him. Oh, you're fairly close, and you're a couple years off. It's okay. I don't, man. I really can't. And Sammy, the reason is that it comes to the point where I don't think they're that good. I really don't. Like, I objectively don't think they're that good. The films aren't that good. They're definitely not good enough to kill animals. For like, there's no reason to like kill animals in movies, but like for like really kill animals, like there's like big old Yeller and stuff like that, right? Ever played Transformers Earth Wars? I haven't actually. I don't think. I played the Power Rangers mobile game. I like that one a lot. But like I'm a real geek. It was my pop actually. I grew up with my grandparents. They're passed away now, but my parents divorced when I was around 3, and it was a good decision because some people just are better friends than they are. Like they were never real enemies, so they were better as friends than they were as like as husband and wife, and that's cool. I love my mom, love my dad, but I grew up with my grandparents and grew up with my parents. But yeah, that's what he'd do. He'd go to the over to the drugstore because they used to carry comics over there. I think. Oh, but these aren't fictional. Videodrome. Cardona Jr. had some kind of weird thing when it came to animals. He really killed them. They weren't being fictionally killed. Like he legit killed animals in his films. Like a lot of them killed them, and uh, and it's hard. It's a hard watch. Like when you watch, like especially if you're like me. Like I love animals, and like I guess the best if you don't have subscription to Vinegar Syndrome, I recommend like seriously giving the Cardona sets a pass. Because right now, definitely the first one. The first one, I know Sammy, you probably like it, man. But I'll be honest, for me, it was a bore. Even if the Amazon wouldn't, it was still a bit of a boring film. What I do, I don't have a lot of spaghetti westerns, Mike. That's the only reason I haven't done a video on spaghetti westerns. Uh, Chris Claremont's era of X-Men, I loved it. I grew up with the Claremont stuff. I remember the Outback years, so I actually really liked the Outback years when they went into that to the portal and came out like differently. That was actually kind of cool. And of course, then Jim Lee, Chris Claremont stuff. I used to have 268, first printing. Everything I had. That's the way I grew up. I grew up like the thing that happened to for me, and I guess the best way to put it, Videodrome, is I grew up in a small town, and for like a long period of time, I lived in the small area, and there wasn't a lot to do. I was pretty geeky, and I'll say, I'll be the first person to say how geeky I was. Uh, but I used to read. I read like voraciously, so I read a lot, and I went from like reading, like in my library, and like to picking up the like picking up comics, and comics were for me like a kind of a gateway into film. Um, and and because comic books, the way they're written, storyboards, like within film, and actually I really like music too. So I'm weird that way. But I like certain types of music. Uh, oh man, I would have loved to see that. But I'm into like I'm very geeky. I'm into comics. I'm into films. I'm into to music, and I'm into video games. I collect video games too, and I collect retro games as well. The last Panini, the really good Panini sticker album that I had was Mickey Mouse and the Blot was a good one. My better half really loves the World Cup, so we always watch that. I used to have to return Jedi one actually, but for me every year, because I'm Canadian, so being Canadian meant hockey. So every year I got the hockey Panini hockey ones. I would love to meet Claremont. I would love to meet John Romita Jr. because I still think John Romita Jr. is so underrated as an artist. Canadian, eh? Well, as you see, I don't keep up with the newest releases on everything. I go back and forth on like what I decide to collect on, not just for that, but mostly it's a monetary thing. Like you can only collect so much, and for me, as I slow down collecting films, for instance. Hey, Chris, welcome, man. We're chatting everything apparently. I haven't seen Siege in a while. Siege was shot here in Nova Scotia. I live in Nova Scotia right now, Alan. So Siege is actually shot in Halifax. It said it's something within the last 30 years, so it's not going to be Kurosawa. But I do think if they do a box set, that Akira Kurosawa could be the first 4K box set that comes out from Criterion. But I'm it might be a Wes Anderson, but right now I'm thinking maybe Mulholland Drive, something like that, for their very first one. Sounds like okay. I'm not the biggest Sounds of the Lambs fan actually. I actually like Manhunter better, but I do love. I did love the series Hannibal. Yeah, the Kurosawa, like the ran on 4K. I heard that. Do you have the Audie Murphy? Oh, I'm glad you mentioned Audie Murphy. I really like Audie Murphy actually. Both my dad and my grandfather loved Audie Murphy growing up, but I don't have the 3-pack. But yeah, when I was like, because of that, I think that's why I got into a lot of this stuff. I think I have seen Final Judgment actually. I like. I'm a huge William Peterson fan, and like To Live and Die in L.A. is a favorite film of mine. So it was easy for that to transfer over to my love of it, Manhunter as well. Did he really met Audie Murphy? Audie Murphy is a genuine actual hero, man. Is Manhunter to print? Damn it! Scream Factory had that one, right? You have me on the background. Well, that's the thing. A lot of people have me on. I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Um, because I've been getting this a lot recently, and I've been told I should be doing a podcast. That's apparently I get it like a lot, like normally. But a lot more recently, people said like, you should be doing a podcast. So, and I know I'm going to do a podcast. Would you guys listen to a podcast if I when I do one? Oh man, I should have picked it up when it was in print. Kind of like my what's the one I got there? That was at a print. I didn't even realize it. Oh yeah, the Summer Pride Massacre 2 and 3. Thank you, Matthew. There you go. Michael Ansara. Michael Ansara, for those that don't know it, by the way, guys, he not only was he an incredible actor, but he was the voice of Mr. Freeze in Batman the Animated Series. So if you ever heard like that, that kind of that deep, kind of baritone Mr. Freeze voice, then yes, it's that will be Michael Ansara. He did a lot of Western roles and stuff for I Dream of Jeannie, of course, and stuff back in the day. Exactly, Barbie. That's who I. That's why I said I Dream of Jeannie. He was Barbie Eaton's husband. A lot of people do. That's the thing. About a year or so ago, I was talking to the Colette's here. I do not. I'm not as into manga as like a lot of other stuff. I used to read a lot of Shonen Jump, so I read a lot of the earlier stuff, and I read a lot of like Kinji, like Jingo, a lot of like Uzumaki stuff like that. But I haven't read a lot of manga in a while. But I used to be. But yeah, so the Colette's there. They have this like really cool like fitness channel, and basically what they used to do for my videos was they rarely watched me. They would listen to me. And I got that from a lot of people actually. So that's the oh, I love Studio Ghibli. Totoro's my neighbor Totoro is one of my faves, man. Now Totoro, of course, is like he's like Mickey Mouse over there, like a huge thing. There's like Totoro stores. Nice. Hopefully there weren't any of the really bad ones, Chris. But I had some like so stuff on my back in the day. My grandmother, who recently passed away, used to watch my mom when she was down, like taking care of her, because my grandmother had Alzheimer's. She she used to watch my videos on TV. Mom would put them on TV, and she would like she'd wave at me at the screen, and she said, "That's Aaron." And it was something that gives me great comfort now because I miss her a lot. It's always been like, yeah, you missed some Mars box set. Well, here's the thing, Soundwave. I'll still be doing like a video. Hey there, Anton. Welcome. Like I won't. The YouTube channel's not going away, but the podcast will be like another component of that. So you'll still get to see that type of stuff. And as you can see, recently I came back to the movie library. I had like a lot of people like that actually talked to me. Like I'll be doing some like I won't be doing podcasts alone all the time. Like I will be doing like there's certain patron members too that I want to bring to podcasts for pretty much their expertise on certain ones. But I'm doing both, so you'll still get the interconnectivity of the YouTube, but you'll just have that as a bonus. Oh yeah, on physical media, basically it'll be the cult of. So it'll be the cult of cinema. I'll be talking about physical media. I'll do like every once in a while I'll do like my comic ones, like I'm doing on here now. I was a little bit disappointed that my comic video did not get as many views as I was hoping. But hopefully it'll pick up because I really put a lot of work into it, and it's a labor of love. It was a labor of love. But I actually am doing a contest down the road, by the way, just so you guys know, with with Howling Wolf Records. So for those that missed and did not check out my Howling Wolf Records, thank you, Mr. Awesome. I really appreciate that video that I did, because some of you guys didn't see it, by the way. I noticed that. We are doing a contest. The long out of print movie, like CD, a soundtrack for Shockwaves that was put out by that was one of their best selling that Howling Wolf Records had. It's out of print now. Is coming back in print, and I will be doing a contest so that somebody's going to be able to win some stuff from Howling Wolf Records, and that may include the long out of print, coming back in print, Shockwaves CD soundtrack. So some cool stuff coming up. I will do definitely something than just Franco. I just can't do. For people ask me all the time, like, how come I don't do like a lot of Giallo stuff, like on my main channel right here, a lot of times, or how come I don't do like just Franco like videos on here? The truth of the matter is, when it comes down to it, when it comes down like right to it, like there's certain things that you can't talk about so much on on a live video on your main YouTube channel. I like the Halloween trailer. I'm a little bit nervous about the fact that the movies were supposed to be set in one night, and now they're being set like a few years apart. Kind of like that's kind of an odd one. I have a Just Franco T-shirt, Mike. If you want to check that out on my merch store. Which of the Mondo ones? Where there's 3 coming out. Designated Victims is a much like a what's the word? It's like a Strange Untrained type of film. I actually got it over there in Shameless, but I'll definitely want to get the upgrade. There is Beyond Erotica, which is with David Hemmings. That might be the one you're thinking about. And then there's the animal. There's the animal and the human animals. Zombie Lake is Jess Franco. It's actually one of the tamer Jess Franco films. Human Animals, the one you're thinking about. It's an odd little film. I actually really like Omnidog's work. I watch Omnidog. I watch, of course, watch Mad Dog, Woof Woof, and of course, Near Mental Condition. Of course, who doesn't? And a few of the others like that. I would love to have Omnidog on a channel, on a video, The Human Animals one. It's a strange one. Like it's like Beyond Erotica is really strange too. Soundwave. Both of them are very strange. I did. Right here, man. This is not so. This is one about it. I don't know. Jared, I mean, like, Hey there, TR. I'm excited to watch them. I haven't got a chance to watch them. I was actually going to start watching them today, but I decided to make this video here instead, actually. Is that who it is? Wallace Ryan? I have seen his channel. He did some Omnus videos, which I'm thinking about. Because it blew my mind. I was watching the video, and hey, they're strange. Hey, welcome, man. And it was like, that guy, that accent, man, he's got to be from Newfoundland. And the easiest way to tell somebody's from, because there's a lot of different accents, like from Newfoundland, is how they pronounce it. If somebody says Newfoundland, they're not from Newfoundland, because it's Newfoundland, like that. There is Antoine. There is a Black Emmanuel box set coming out from Severin. They've already like announced that, but there's a lot of stuff that's being put in the box set, and maybe some Emmanuel adjacent stuff as well, Antoine. So you're going to probably I'm not sure. I think they're trying to get it done for this year, but it may go into 2022 yet. There's other stuff coming up from Severin, but I can't speak on it yet. Same with Vinegar Syndrome. Vinegar Syndrome has a pretty interesting title that I'm kind of excited about, but I can't talk about it yet. Severin are still doing as long as it's Franco's around to do, man. Severin are going to be doing. Severin are the Franco label. I just want them to get their. I don't know. I mean, it'll be interesting to see. It's all going to depend on like the on how they do it, on how they get that done. I would love to see a region free one. Like I can imagine that they're trying to get it like out for Black Friday, because Black Emmanuel, Black Friday, it kind of, it sells itself, right? But you listen to recent podcasts and stuff like that, and you just hear them talking about it. They found more stuff than they realized they were going to find for the Black Emmanuel box set. So for those that don't know, when Severin started out initially, one of the very first things that they put out, they released early releases, was two DVD box sets of Black Emmanuel. That was like some of their early like DVDs that came out. They're out of print now, actually, long out of print. The thing is coming to 4K. That's correct. Vinegar Syndrome put that one actually. What title did that come under for Vinegar Syndrome? Dead Dudes in the House, because there's like 3 or 4 titles for that film. Vinegar Syndrome's taking a lot of risks this year, but good risk, like from doing an app to like going into love, and basically, if you're glad about the Blood for Dracula, you can thank Vinegar Syndrome for helping Severin get that as well. I would kill for some of the latest Blue Underground stuff. I have not done anything. People love Letterbox. I don't do anything. I got a Letterbox account, don't use it. Don't use it at all. But I use my tier list account more than I use my Letterbox account. I had to make a tier list for Sergio Martino films for this Call of Giallo video this week, actually. But yeah, if you are a fan, if you're just come in here, or if you've never been here before, especially if you're a fan of boutique labels, stuff like Severin, Vinegar Syndrome, Arrow, just kind of the weird stuff. I do a lot of that stuff. And I do the classier stuff too, but I've just never got into it. I mean, like, it takes time, though. That's the thing. The thing with me right now, guys, is like I have, at this point, I have a normal day job. because I can't. This isn't a job yet. This is a job, but it's not like a paying job. But I have a normal day job, so basically from 9 to 5:30, I work Monday to Friday, and then like when it comes to like near Christmas times, then my schedule becomes more erratic. Then I spend at least another 10 to 20 hours like watching films that I have to review, and at the the lowest point, and then then it's the videos that I make as well. So I get very little like I guess downtime. Um, what I Arrow Video is probably what I got the most of. Definitely Scream Factory is getting up there. I would love to have more indicator, but Arrow Video is probably what I got the most of. I used to collect Arrow a lot. I love Arrow stuff, and I got like I got the sets, the Gammas, and the Herschel Gordon Lewis sets, and of course I want to get the Shotoscope sets coming out. How many movies do I watch a week? It depends. I mean, if I got review copies in, then it can depend on how many copies I got at that time. So when I get stuff from Mill Creek, for instance, because I do work with Mill Creek, then if there's normally it can be around like 4 to 6 movies. Sometimes it can be a lot more. Like last month was a lot, but basically the way that it is I get like I'll watch those, and when I review a film, even though I do review and ranks, so they're fairly quick videos, but I do quicker review videos because I know people prefer like quicker review videos. That then I still have to watch the movie at least twice. I'm definitely gonna be going getting Shasco, and when I got like the Vinegar Syndrome stuff coming in, then I go watch those as well. And like every couple months, because it takes longer to come from Australia, I get stuff from Umbrella. So then that brings up a bit there. So it's very rare that I get to watch movies kind of. Oh, I would love to get movies from Vinegar Syndrome, but they don't send stuff to me, man. I don't get stuff from Vinegar Syndrome, nothing from Severin. Only Umbrella and Mill Creek have been really good when it comes to that type of stuff. They're very good too. Like, and they definitely want you to be honest when it comes to their stuff. So if I like something, I like it. If I don't like something, I don't like it. But I've never felt like any pressure or need to actually like give a glowing review if I don't like something. And people think that I like everything, but if you watch a lot of my videos, you realize I don't. I so don't. Most channels you watch get hundreds of people in streams. Don't make me feel bad, man. Uh, I get a lot more people when it's coming closer to sale time. I've got the Halloween 4Ks pre-ordered Soundwave. It all depends. Like I'm waiting for what the new features are. Like in August, like Scream Factory is going to let us know what the new features for those Halloween are, because we know the features, but we don't know the new features. So for those that don't know, the Halloween 4Ks, the features that you've seen, that is not all the features. There's more stuff that you haven't announced yet. So I recommend if you're getting them from like Amazon or something like that, get them soon because it's when the price is down. If you shop on Amazon a lot, and then use the Chrome browser, and there's an app called Keepa, Keepa. Download that onto your Chrome, and it's an extension, and it'll let you kind of follow the like basically the up and down of. It is. I mean, only thing I guess the only thing it is harder sometimes when it's like with everyone. I mean, like you want to get enough that it's so that it's going to at the end of the month that you will have some money in your bank account. But the one thing that I do have to say, I'm blessed to have such a nice community. Like the people on here are really, really nice, and they have been like definitely generous with their time to a fault. That they come in and they'll watch the videos, and they'll come back, and I really appreciate that. But yeah, my most popular videos are usually during the sale time, because to this day, I guess for a lot of people, I'm still the person like that started talking about Vinegar Syndrome around 5 years ago when nobody talked about Vinegar Syndrome. Um, which was it was different. It was like it was I was spotlighting this company that nobody talked about, and now everybody talks about them. So it's become different. It's almost like I feel like I got to redo my name. Hey, Keter. That proves I like everything. I used to get. I don't like Cardona. There you go. There's something I don't like, man. I don't like the Cardona films. I would have much rather Renault Cardona Senior films, like Night of the Bloody Ape, stuff like that. I would have much rather preferred that. I love collaboration videos. I did one with Mid-Level Media. I'm going to be doing one with Disconnected. Do Yeah, I have learned so much from my subscribers too. They're fantastic. I always watch the extras. Like I say, back in the day when I was started watching films, I was watching films on TV. That was back pre VHS days, back pre CED days even. So my special features back in the day were reading books about films. Thank God, but definitely do more comic vids, man, and hopefully more people watch them as well. Extras can turn you around on a film, Andy, that you're not quite sure about. Like I'll have films where I'm like, do I really? I don't know how I feel, and I'll watch the extras and I'll get like a whole new like appreciation for the film. Spookies is a movie where I think like the movie's insane and it's fun, but it's nuts. But you watch the making of Spookies and you get a whole new appreciation for it. Same thing with Popcorn. Popcorn with Joe Sholin is another film. Like it's a fun one to watch, but when you watch it when you look at the special features on Popcorn, and I really recommend if you have that movie and you have not watched the special features on it, watch them soon. Then you'll definitely understand what goes into the making of a film and exactly how wrong it can get. Like Popcorn started out with literal like a different director, Alan Ormsby actually, and a different like lead actress. And I'm excited about the new Dune film, but I love that director anyway. Starlog, and the original Fango back in the day. Remember Gorezone? I love Gorezone, man. How many Kinos do I own? Kino's a sore spot. I almost worked with Kino. They were not the easiest. But I do own a few. Let me see. So, see right there? That's my Kinos right along there. Right till you get to the red, and that's the 88 film stuff. The neat thing about being down here is it lets me like just kind of move around, and like if I want to talk about a film, or if I want to just say, look, I really like this movie, or like, oh, what's this movie here, I can actually kind of get to a lot of the films. I got one like review package from Kino, and nothing afterwards. So that's why it's a little bit of a sore spot, but I do love Kino. This is my basement. This is one of my movie libraries. Hey there, Eddie. So this is I guess, movie library number one. There's my TV room, which is over there. Then there's my movies that are upstairs that are my kind of like, and that I kind of got in my study. And there's the movies on the main floor, and I have like some glass cases as well. I used to read Dark Side. Yes, I did. I don't read the one now. I don't read it so much now. But I used to get the ones over from London. I used to like Diabolique with I think Kat Ellinger did that one. I really hope. I think Ken. I think Indicator would definitely like eventually go 4K. I think the leak is outer BS. Actually, right, man. It came from like not exactly the most reliable source. Apparently, I don't know the dude, but from what I heard, he wasn't the most reliable source. But that being said, I do think that it wouldn't be like they said that Scream Factory were not going to be putting out. Like Scream Factory like came up and they said it's a lie. We're not putting out 4Ks for the Nightmare on Elm Street films. However, they did not say that there wasn't going to be an upcoming box set. So think about that. Have I got? I don't have Dead and Buried yet. I love the film, so I really got to get it. It's a Blue Underground 4K release. I eventually got to get it. They do. Blue Underground are just so good through 4Ks. But with that being said, guys, it is that time of the day again. I have to start my movie watching because I have some review videos to do. I will be hopefully on Fat Samurai's versus video tomorrow. He's going to be doing a versus Friday the 13th. No, Halloween versus Nightmare on Elm Street. So check that video out. And I will be doing, of course, I'll be shooting a video with Robert Blissimo, and we'll be talking about Out of the Past. So that should be another fun. So check that video out as well. I will be doing a Jallo video on Friday. So if you're a Patreon, check that out. If you're not a Patreon, the link is down below. And I will see you guys soon. It has been a blast. You guys are awesome. If you can click that like button on the way out, I really appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe, all the jazz. And I will see you guys soon right here in the Cult of Cinema. Because here in the Cult of Cinema, there's always another movie. Talk to you later, guys.